This month, I rolled my covered call on TROW one more time, even though it's pretty far in the money. It still represents a profit on the shares that I picked up after the price pullback in March, and I want to hold that portion of the position a bit longer to maximize my income from the upcoming September dividend. I'm Patricia Saylor, Managing Partner of Saylor Financial Fundamentals. The 60-day roll didn't bring me much premium, and I kept the strike price the same, but that's part of the plan. This is a longer-term strategy. To bring in a bit more income and continue lowering my overall break-even, I also sold a $95 cash secured put, and since I reinvest dividends in my live account, I added 3 shares to the position to hold for future income. The options trades are just one part of the bigger picture here. I'm using them to manage risk, generate income, and reduce the adjusted cost basis over time while holding a stock I want to keep. The current share price of TROW price is $107.45. I have 360 shares, and I am short a $95 call that is expiring today. I originally started buying shares of TROW price when the share price was $117.86, and I bought 150 shares and sold a covered call above my break-even price. I also sold a cash secured put with a strike price of $115. I was assigned to buy another 100 shares and received a dividend cash payment, but the share price of TROW price after that dropped to $92.58. and I was no longer able to sell covered calls for any meaningful premium above my break-even. On March 21st, I bought another 110 shares, paying $92.58 for them, and I started selling covered calls just on those shares, or based on the share price of those shares. So you can see that since I bought those shares at $92.58, I have sold a covered call and rolled it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And so far, I have generated $546.70 in income selling covered calls. As the share price has recovered, it's become more difficult for me to roll this call for meaningful premium, and I have not been able to raise the strike price. So I'm really ready to let go of 100 shares at $95 a share and take profits on this part of the position. But on Monday, September 15th, there is an ex-dividend date, and the dividend has already been declared and is worth $1.27 a share. So if I hold on to these shares for one more month, my total dividend payment, which will come sometime in September, will be $457. So for that reason, I'm going to roll this covered call out one more time. And in order to generate a net credit, I'm probably going to need to roll it out to October instead of September. I click on the position, roll selected, and I'm going to change the expiration date from September 19th to October 17th. And that is because the expiration in September is so close to the ex-dividend date, I'm afraid these shares would be called away from me before I make that extra $127 on these 100 shares. So it looks like I can roll it for somewhere between $10 and $50, maybe even a little more. I'm going to ask for $60, and if it doesn't fill, I'll drop my ask to $45. After waiting a minute, it doesn't look like it's going to fill, so I'm going to go over here and edit my selected order and change my ask from 60 to 45. And that one filled right away. I'm going to look at my filled orders and see exactly how much I got for it. It filled at 50 cents a share, so I'm going to add $48.68 to my spreadsheet. For my own reference, I like to record the share price at the end of the contract, which is $107.43. And since I have the cash available in the account, I'm going to go ahead and sell a cash secured put with the same strike price of $95 expiring on October 17th, just to bring in a little more income And to make up for the fact that this roll really did not bring me very much income, I'm going to open up the option chain, go to October 17th. You can see here that I have the contract open for the $95 call, and now I'm going to open a $95 put. I click on the bid because that is the amount that I know someone is offering to pay me for this contract. But I'm going to ask for just a little more than the current bid. It took a minute, but it did fill. And I can see that I received 66 cents a share minus a small trading fee. So I'm going to enter $65.34 on my trade log. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to go ahead and pick up 3 more shares. That order filled at 107.47. Do some quick math. I just paid $322.41 for those 3 shares. Earlier today, I calculated the expected dividend payment based on 360 shares, but I now own 363 shares, so I'm going to recalculate it. So in mid-September, I can expect a dividend cash payment of $461.01. When that happens, my total expense and income will be $37,493, and my average investment per share will be $103.28. Of course, if I accept assignment to sell these shares at $95 a share, it is going to affect my adjusted cost per share. It's going to bring my cost basis up a little bit, but all along since I bought these shares, I have been expecting to let them go at below my break even, but above the price that I paid for that lot of shares. So that's where things stand, and we'll check back on October 17th unless something happens before.